O'Connor here, Adama Australia's Market Development Manager for Queensland. Well, winter's arrived, so we thought we'd update you on our fungicide Veritas. It's an SC product with a dual mode of action, and that's a result of its co-formulation of a Group 3 fungicide, tebuconazole, and a Group 11 fungicide, azoxystrobin. Initially introduced to the market as a cereal fungicide, the label was subsequently expanded to include uses in winter pulses, peanuts, and also canola. And Veritas's efficacy on the key winter pulse diseases, botrytis and ascochyta in particular, saw it establish itself a strong position in the market. Coming up for Veritas, we have a label extension with the APVMA for the control of powdery mildew in the summer pulses mung beans, navy beans and adzuki beans. And those uses are currently available under an APVMA permit. Other permitted uses currently available for Veritas include anthracnose control in soybeans and control of maize rust in sweet corn.
G'day, Matt Sheriff, Portfolio Manager with Adama, talking about disease management in pulses with Veritas, which is our azoxystrobin tebuconazole premix. Very flexible formulation, can be used at any stage throughout the crop with a short grazing withholding, and is a very good rotational partner with some of the more protectant chemistry. This site I'm actually at is in the Great Southern of Western Australia, which is a faba bean crop. We're running a trial site here with some of our new development chemistry. We'll have a new high load formulation of Veritas coming out in 21 in Veritas Opti, and right beside me here is a weather station where we're looking to validate our botrytis and ascochyta disease models. The idea behind these disease models is to become more predictive about application timing. So we'll be measuring leaf wetness, relative humidity, wind speed, and hopefully be more predictive and less reactive with our application timings. So stay tuned for more information about Veritas Opti, and we'll have some more updates throughout the season from this site.
G'day guys, Harry Pickering here from Adama, Market Development Manager for New South Wales. Just a couple of quick things regarding the use of Veritas in pulses in terms of application and use commercially in the field. One is the maximum use rate is 1 litre per hectare, and you're allowed to put a maximum of 2 litres on a hectare in a season. So basically you're allowed to put 2 maximum use rates out per season. A couple other things to mention is that it's got a 2-hour rainfast period, and also it is systemic product, but it's what we call locally systemic. So basically it will move upwards and outwards when it contacts the leaf. That's very important to note for things like botrytis control, which tend to develop low in the canopy. So you need to make sure you get good levels of canopy penetration and you get the product down in lower parts of canopy for it to be effective. If you only contact the upper leaves, it will not translocate down to the base of the canopy to control the botrytis. So coverage becomes very important. A couple other things to note with the product: it's got a 28-day harvest withholding period for pulses and also a 28-day withholding period for grazing. In addition to that, it's got a 0-day ESI as well for its use in pulses. One thing to note with the product is when we talk about physical and biological compatibility, physically the product mixes well with various grass selectives and crop oils, but also the other thing to make mention is its biological compatibility. We did some work with Plant Science Consulting looking at efficacy tank mixed with Veritas with clethodim, and compared that to mancozeb and also chlorothalonil liquid and chlorothalonil granular. When we looked at it on metabolic resistant ryegrass, we found that both the mancozeb and the Veritas work quite well with the clethodim in terms of controlling that resistant ryegrass, whereas we saw a significant reduction where chlorothalonil was tank mixed with the clethodim. It basically caused a biological antagonism and reduced the level of efficacy. Similar results were also seen on wild oats when we tank mixed it with clethodim and mancozeb. We saw mancozeb and clethodim, Veritas clethodim showing a minor reduction in terms of biological antagonism on control, whereas chlorothanol, both the liquid and granular forms, saw an increased level of reduction in terms of efficacy based on that biological incompatibility. So there's a couple of things you need to think about, both physical and biological when you're tank mixing Veritas, but also make sure you maintain good levels of coverage to maximise the performance of the product. My name's Harry Pickering. Thanks for watching. Cheers.